Welcome to our channel. There are no shortage of options for men when it comes to shaving. Some swear by more old-school wet shaving methods using a safety razor or a straight razor with shaving cream. While this approach has certainly stood the test of time, it requires some care and attention to technique and comes with the risk of cuts. Cartridge razors, like the ones you'd pick up from Harry's or Gillette, offer a sort of middle ground in terms of effort. They're designed to be as simple as possible, but to ensure an optimal shave, you're still going to need to use them with shaving cream. Plus, the cost of regularly replacing their blades can make this option pricier with time, even though the razors themselves are usually cheap. And as anyone who has shaved in a hurry knows, there's still the risk of nicks and cuts if you aren't careful with a cartridge razor. A lot of guys get irritation from blades, as barber Mark Aguez, co-owner of New York City's Friend of a Barber, puts it. That's why he says using electric razors can be so much better for the skin, and over time, your wallet. Before you continue, please click on the subscribe button below. Number 10 is Philips Nörelso 6800 Rechargeable Cordless Wet-Dry Electric Shaver. When it comes to ease of use and efficiency, a rotary-style razor will likely be the best all-around option. I swear by the Philips Nörelso triple-head models, says BEjourd. They get as close a shave as a safety razor without that scraped skin feeling. While the experts tended to agree that a foil razor will provide a slightly closer shave than a rotary-style razor, they all noted the limitation that foil razors have really only work well on short facial hair. A foil razor is most effective if you use it regularly, daily to every 3 days, says BEjourd. Whereas a rotary gets a very close shave and could be used when you have up to 7 to 10 days of growth. That flexibility is one of the main reasons we feel this is the best overall, as is the fact that this electric rotary razor will work on wet hair in addition to dry hair. Number 9 is Philips Nörelso 3100 Rechargeable Electric Trimmer. As mentioned above, BEjourd uses this slightly less expensive version of the previous model. The circular heads still pivot, but not quite as dynamically as those of the 6800. BEjourd says he's been using rotary electric razors for over a decade, and that he's always stuck with a relatively simple model like this one. Number 8 is Braun Series 9 Electric Wet-Dry Electric Razor with Charge Clean Stand. When it comes to foil electric razors, the Braun Series 9 is the cream of the crop, says Master Barber Angelo Riscetta of American Haircuts in Kennesaw, Georgia. He told us it shaves almost as close as a straight razor, and after he uses it, I can't feel any stubble. Barber David Kim also likes the Series 9, describing it as really big in the industry. Like the Philips 6800, it was even designed to also work on wet hair, meaning that even though you're cutting as close as possible to your face, your skin shouldn't feel any irritation afterward. Garcia also uses this electric razor in his shop and told us he recommends it to clients for home use. In addition to getting nice and close, he says that the higher quality of Braun blades makes them less prone to irritating sensitive skin, because they're able to achieve as much power with thinner metal on the foil. The thicker the foil, the harder it is for the blade to cut hair, and the more it pulls. Garcia adds that he's had to replace the blades on cheaper foil razors because they've dulled down over time, but says he's never had to do that with his Braun. Number 7 is Panasonic Arc 5 Wet-Dry Electric Razor. While Kim acknowledges the Braun Series 9 is the best in its class, he told us he's found this Panasonic foil electric razor to be comparable in terms of quality, but for $200 less. He uses it every day, telling us that it provides a very smooth cut that's never harsh on the skin, and that the razor's flexible head moves really well, so that you can get to every area of your face without having to angle your arm. He prefers to shave while his hair is dry, but Kim adds the razor is true to its wet-dry name. You can use this on wet hair and run it under the water without any problems. Number 6 is Andіձ 17150 ProFoil Lithium Titanium Foil Cordless Shaver. Should you be looking for something that's simple and gets the job done, we are happy to report the experts have another favorite foil electric razor that's surprisingly utilitarian and substantially less expensive than a lot of the other options on the market. Almost every single barber we spoke with mentioned this razor. It's not exactly designed for consumers. Note the clunky box shape and not super appealing gray plastic. But it's the model that most of the experts trust to deliver professional grade results and handle a high volume of use, relying on it for everything from a face shave to skin fades, for haircuts to cleaning up the clients' necks. Master barber Karak Ruyo of Mott, NYC told us it's what he uses at the shop and at home. It gives you a super close shave without any razor burn. It's light, durable, inexpensive, and doesn't require a frequent charge. He also told us that he often spots contestants using it when he's watching RuPaul's Drag Race, which he takes as a strong endorsement. Number 5 is Wаhl Professional 5-Star Foil Shaver Black. The guest prefers Wahl's foil electric razor to the Andіձ above because it's a little wider and thicker, which feels nicer in the hand. We should note that the Wаhl also makes a barber favorite beard trimmers and hair clippers. He says he uses this for full shaves and beard neatening on clients and that none have ever complained of irritation, which is a telling sign he always looks for. While he prefers the razor in black, an aesthetic thing, you can get the same model for a little cheaper in a reddish purple color. Number 4 is BaBylissPRO FX01 Single Foil Shaver. Conventional foil electric razors like those we've mentioned thus far are designed with multiple foils so that they can more efficiently cover a wider surface area. But according to Tufts NYC barber Alejandro A.J. Albano, who has been cutting hair for more than 2 decades, some folks may find those multiple foils a bit unwieldy. He is one of those folks, which is why he prefers his streamlined razor with only one foil. I prefer having one straight bar because it's more conducive to having control when you're shaping up, he says. Albano, who has used razors from Andіձ and Wаhl, adds that the FX01 is compact and lightweight, but still feels more solid than the plastic ones from Andіձ and Wаhl. This one also has a sleeker body compared to those other barbershop models, which he thinks look a little dated. Number 3 is Philips Nörelso One Blade. In our roundup of the best razors for men, celebrity groomer Marissa Machado told us about the Philips Nörelso One Blade, which made the list as the best electric cartridge hybrid razor. It's really an all-in-one product, she said, noting that it comes with useful trimming attachments and the razor itself gives a smooth finish. Like the Peanut above, it's a trimmer-style razor, so it's not going to be as close as a shave as a foil or rotary. But it should be just right if you're going for a 5 o'clock shadow look, or want to trim down longer beard hair. And the fact that this one's designed more like a cartridge razor makes it a bit easier to maneuver than the Peanut, which means creating neat lines around the ears and jawline will be even easier. In addition to being a great tool for styling facial hair, long or short, contributor Kurt Soller notes that it's also great for traveling. The small size, decent battery life, and punchy color make it just right for my doc kit. Number 2 is Wаhl Peanut Cordless Clipper Trimmer. The Wаhl Peanut is technically a beard trimmer designed to be used with guards to cut hair at specific lengths. But 3 experts, BEdựT celebrity groomer Jason Schneiderman, the owner of The Men's Groomer, and Raphael Tadgiv, the owner of Raphael's Barbershop Vintage in the East Village, gave us the same tip. Using it on your face without a guard will cut your hair right to that 5 o'clock shadow length. Tadgiv adds that the Peanut, unlike some of the bulkier and more advanced razors out there, is small and easy to clean. He prefers the corded version because it has a little more power, but Schneiderman thinks the cordless model is just as good for personal use. Number 1 is Braun Series 7 Wet Dry Foil Shaver. Whiteley told us that this slightly less expensive and older Braun model basically gives you the best of the above Braun Series 9 razor, but at a fraction of the price. He compares it to buying last year's BMW. You're still getting a great machine, just not the latest upgrades, which he says are merely bells and whistles. Says Whiteley, I don't think it's necessary to go for the Series 9. The motor in the Series 7 is the same powerful, amazing Braun motor. Importantly, he adds, it also works in the shower. That's it for this fantastic video, friends. Please like, subscribe, and give us a comment below as to which one of these razors is your favorite and why.